All right, for those of you who just got your Nocta Legend and want to get out in the field and go real quick, this video could be for you. Stay tuned. All right, in this video, on lesson 1, we're just going to show you how to cut it on, how to go through the different modes, and get ready and get out in the field. So, y'all ready to get started? Let's get it cut on and do it right now so we don't waste any time so you can get out there and do some detecting. Here we go. All right, everybody, let's get started. Here are your buttons right down in here. This is the on-off button right here. So we're going to press that button one time, just like that. And just have to do it for just 1 second. Just push it in. And you'll see the LD coming up on screen. That's letting you know it's powered up right there. And it'll come up and get you a screen right there. And now we got the main screen on right here. Now, I'm only going to show you a couple things so you can get started. First thing I'm going to show you is how to go between the different functions here. All right, right now we got park, and I'm going to go to the right. Field, beach, and you see it changing right up in here, and gold field. Let's go back to them again. Park, field, beach, gold field. All right, we're going to just set on park right there. You can see it's blinking right there. Now, the sensitivity, that is one thing you might want to be able to do, and that's just the plus and minus buttons here. To lower the sensitivity, you hit a negative. To raise the sensitivity, you hit a plus. And sometimes when you get up too high, you'll start getting a lot of background noise like that. And sometimes you have to drop it back down. I'm in the house right now, so you're going to get a lot of that, but I'm just going to drop it down so we don't have a lot of background noise right now. You want to keep up high, probably 25 or something like that. In the normal mode, but you can adjust that. That's one thing you can adjust right there on site, plus and minus. There are a lot of other functions in this that we're not going to go into right now. I just want to get you started and going. I'm going to show you real quick though. There's a lot of other functions here. If you press this button here one time, you'll see all these functions show up down here. And I'm going to go through that on the next lesson and show you more about what you're seeing on the screen here. You push that button one time and it goes away, and then you hold this button down to cut it off. Now this machine, if you go into this feature right here where you're looking at all this and you're going through it, it will not cut off in that mode. So you always have to go back to the main mode and hold the button. Just hold the button down and you'll see it shut down. All right, now I think you're ready to actually go and detect if you want to at this point. But I'm going to go through, like I said, some more of the instructions here on lesson 2 right now. If you want to hang around and check that out, stick around and we'll go through it right now. All right, we're going to go over this next steps real fast. When you get time, you can go back and look at this. We're going to talk about all these buttons down here. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen showing you what they are. When you get time, you can go back and check them. I'll show you one just for an example. This button right here changes the frequency, which you see right here. Right now it's set on M1. Multi-frequency 2, multi-frequency 3, and actually drops down to 4 kilohertz, just a single mono frequency, 10 kilohertz, 15, and so forth. But anyway, we're going to leave it on the factory default, what the engineers came up with for what you're in right now, M1. Okay, next we're going to talk about everything on the screen right here, what it means. I'll put a picture up there. We're not going to talk about it right now, but you can, when you get time, you can go in there and it shows your time and what frequencies you're on, like we just showed you, and it shows you the what mode you're in, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, we're not going to go down. That doesn't stop you from detecting. We'll get you out in the field. All right, so next we're going to talk about a few other features you do want to have some control over. You push the on-off button one time fast, like I showed you previously, and all these will start blinking down here. This first one is one you might want to know how to operate. It's a frequency scan. A lot of times you get in the on a beach, or you get it in there, you got other detectors around you might have alarm systems and causing your machine to kind of go wacko. What this does, this will actually search through and find a frequency that is not. You can either do a manual by going up and down like this, or you can just hold this button down right here. There it goes. But you see it scanning right there, going through, trying to find a frequency that is not affected in the ear. There it goes, it picks 6. Okay, let's go with that right there. All right, and the next one, we're using these arrows right here to go back and forth. We're going to the next one right here. What that is, that's recovery speed. You've noticed that on a lot of other machines. On the recovery speed, the faster recovery speed It'll separate iron from other objects faster. It's making the computer go faster and do everything. But when you do that, it doesn't go as deep. So the lower the recovery speed, the deeper you go, but you get less separation. The higher you go, to get more separation. You actually get less static in it too from all kind of ground noise. But anyway, we're going to leave it at the manufacturer's default. All right, the next thing we'll go to is sound right here. I got bad hearing. A lot of times I have to cut my sound way up. And sometimes you might want it down low, depending on where you're at, your headphones and everything else. So that's the sound. The next thing we'll go to is right in here. It'll be, I believe, tone break. We're not going to go in that right now. We'll talk about that in a different video. It gets a little more complex, and we got to do a lot of talking now. So we won't do that one right now. This one is user profile. You can actually set your machine up. Once you set up how you like it, you can actually set it up how you like it and keep it like that and save it as a number so you'll know what it is. All right, the next one here is backlight. And you may want to use this, especially at nighttime. I think you got like 5 settings you can go to, how bright it is. You can see that. And let's go back down to 1 here and 0. I'm going to just cut on just so you can see it right there on 3. Pretty cool, huh? I like that. That will definitely come in handy hunting at night. All right, the next thing here is vibration. You actually set the machine up so it vibrates in your hand so you can feel the vibration versus hearing the sound. Next one we have is a light. You can actually use that to shine a light down at nighttime if you're going at night and all. The next thing here is Bluetooth. Now 0 is off, plus and minus raises it. If you go to 1, it's on. It's actually right now searching for the headphones. Cut my headphones on right now and it will pair up with them right there. So you definitely probably want to use that. All right, next we got time. This is where you will set up your time on the machine. That's not going to stop you from getting out hunting though. This is to set up the proper time on it. And next, this is where you actually, the machine actually records how long you have been using the machine. And you can go in here and look at how long you've been using it. All right, we're going to talk real quick about ground balancing. The Legend is designed to work without ground balancing on most terrains. So they got it engineered in there with whatever mode you set up on it. Should be okay. But to get the most out of it, you can go in there and do some ground balancing. There's 3 ways to do it. And we're going to talk about that on a different video. All right, everybody, I hope I provided you with enough basic information to get out in the field and start hunting. The search modes have been designed by Nocta engineers to be basically fit all the modes you got in the park, beach, the field, and the gold field. But there's certain scenarios you might run across where beaches got dirt on it, where they design it for sand, or parks got sand, they design it for the dirt, but they design it to meet the basic situations that you run into. So trust those Nocta engineers and go ahead and go for now. But we'll be talking about some different scenarios that you might run into like that, where you can adjust the machine to equal those type of scenarios and make some other fine-tune adjustments. So anyway, I hope you all get out there and find some good stuff. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster, and we'll see you on the next lesson. Stay tuned.